Hi there. In this video, I'm going to go over creating a new header element inside of our Elements module. So the first thing you're going to want to do is activate the Elements module here. Obviously, you'll probably have more modules activated than this, but for the video, I'm just going to activate this one. So now you'll see we have a link up at the top to Elements. We also have a link over here, which we can click, and this brings us into the Elements dashboard. So now we'll click Add New, and you'll see we can choose the element type. So in this video, we're going to be making a header. So in this first one, let's create a header for all of our single posts. So we'll give it a name, and then we'll also give it some HTML here. So maybe just an H1. Now you'll see over here on the right, we have template tags. So what these will do is they'll actually pull the HTML from the current page we're on. So if we add post title in here, that'll actually pull the current post title of the post we're viewing. So next, I want to add a little bit of metadata. So let's just say, and then we can grab, say, the post author and the post date. Now this is kind of cool because you can do custom fields as well. So if you have custom fields added to your page, your post, you can actually draw those into your header element as well. So that's the content we'll do. Now we'll go down into the page hero here. So you'll see we can add custom classes to our element, which can be good if you're going to target them with some custom CSS. We can choose the container, the container on the inside of the main container, horizontal alignment, so we'll center that. We can choose padding for the desktop, and we can choose padding for mobile. So on desktop right now, oops, let's not do -1. We'll do 10% at the top and 10% at the bottom. Right, we'll just do maybe 40 pixels, 40 pixels. And then on mobile, we can do maybe just like 30 all around. For the background image, we want it to pull the current featured image. Now, if the current post we're viewing doesn't have a featured image, we can upload a fallback image here just in case. We can choose the background position, so let's do center, center. You can choose parallax. Now, if you choose parallax, you'll see we have limited options for the background position, and that's because parallax needs the image to start at the top so it can scroll down. So let's set that to no, and we'll go back to center, center. Here we have an option where we can disable the featured image on the current post or page. So say we're using a featured image in our background image, we probably don't want that image to show up again, so we can disable it. Now, if you're using a custom image instead of a featured image, then you might want to display your regular featured image on that page. But for now, we'll use a featured image and we will get rid of the default featured image on the page. We want a background overlay so our text is easier to read. We'll do just a dark black, slight opacity, and we want white text, and we'll go with light link colors. So now that we've created a hero, we need to choose where it's going to display, and that's what our display rules are for. So here we can choose exactly where we want it to show. We can do the entire site, the front page, our blog, all singular, all archives, and so on. For this, we're going to choose all posts. So you can see you can actually choose individual posts or all posts. You can also come down into exclude, and now you can exclude specific posts. So say we don't want it on that one, but we want it on all the other ones. You can do that, and you can do as many of these as you want. So for now, let's just do that and hit publish, and we'll see what we have on the front end. So here's the front end of our site. Let's click through to a single post, and you'll see we have this nice page hero. It has the current author of who created it, and it has the date, and it also pulled in the name of our post. So now let's go into site header here and see what else we can do. we can merge our hero with our site header. So we can do this on desktop and mobile, or we can choose desktop only. So if we hit merge there, more options are going to show up. So you can see we have offset header height. So when we merge something, it kind of takes the site header out of the flow of your page so it can sit on top of the hero element or whatever you have underneath your site header, whether it be a page builder section or whatever. So the offsite site header height is actually the height of our header. Now we can see what the height of our header is by inspecting it, and it'll actually give us the height of it when we hover over. So right now it's 140 pixels, and then we also have our navigation. Now we can change that, so let's leave that for now. We'll come back to that. Since we're going to be merging, our current site header has a logo, and our logo is currently black. Now when this merges on top, that black logo on this dark background is not going to look good. So we can upload a custom logo. So we'll upload our white logo, and then we also have a Retina version here. And then navigation location. When you're merging, typically you want your navigation to be floating right. Now your site might already have that by default, but if it doesn't, like our demo, you can actually move that over to the right. Then we can choose navigation colors. So if you leave this unchecked, it'll keep our current navigation colors as we have them. But what this will do is it'll actually make your navigation transparent, or you can choose new colors. So we'll just make our text white for now. So if we save that, let's go take a look at what we have. There we go. So we have a nice merged header, white text, white logo. Now you'll see there's a little more space below here than there is on top, and that's because we didn't add the offset site header height. So now that our header is the height that we're going to be keeping it, let's take a look. So we have 140 pixels, as you can see there. So let's go back in here, and let's just add 140 pixels. Now you can also do this on mobile because maybe you're using the mobile header, or maybe things are slightly different on mobile, so you can set a different height for mobile. So let's go ahead and update that. And now things should be more even. So if you can imagine an invisible line right here where the header stops, we now have even spacing. You can adjust that to make this look more centered. You can make that value whatever you want, or you can just leave it blank, and in most cases you'll be fine. So for example here, maybe we don't need that much, we'll just do 100 pixels. Now when we merge our site header with our page hero, a couple more options are going to show up in our page hero. We actually now have a full screen option. So you'll see when we check that, we also have a vertical alignment, which will vertically align our text. So let's see what we have if we click full screen and keep our vertical alignment to the top. So you can see our header element goes to full screen, and our text is up at the top here with whatever padding we have set. Now we can set that to the center, see what that looks like. There we go. And we can set it to the bottom. Now if you want it to truly be at the bottom, then we might want to change this value a little bit. Maybe we want it 40 pixels from the bottom. You can see 40 pixels there. You can see it's kind of off, and that's because we have this admin bar. So without the admin bar, that'll be perfectly at the bottom of your screen there. So let's set that back up, maybe to the center. And that is it. That is our page hero and our site header options. Now what's also cool is you don't need to set a page hero. For example, you might just want to change your site logo on a specific page or in a specific category. You can come in here, you can ignore all of the other options, and you can do that. So you can say custom header, just a new logo. Ignore all that stuff. Come in here, upload your new logo, whatever it may be. Go into display rules. Maybe we want it to be on a specific category. And publish, and you have a new logo on that specific page. You can also come in here and set it to merge. Maybe you're not using a page hero, but you're using a page builder, and your page builder section is right below your header, and you want your header to sit on top. So we can use the exact same options we used for our page hero, and you can make it compatible with whatever page builder you're using. If you have a navigation logo set, or if you have a mobile header logo set, those will also show up here as well. So that's it. We can also write internal notes. So if you need a reminder of why you did this, when you did this, anything like that, these are only for you. They're not going to show up on the front end of the website. So that's the new header element. Of course, if you have any questions, you can always reach us in our support forum, and we will be more than happy to help.